Welcome back to another video. Today we're in Grange-over-Sands. We're going to have a little walk and see what we can find. Heading to a place called Hampsfell and an old folly. So let's have a look what we can find. It's what we call Dr. Cox.
Sure, it says Dr. Cox. It's in the notes in the front of my bag. And the zipper.
You
Press the note.
yeah. These kids used to sit in this garden, didn't they?
Dr. Cox.
Yeah, Dr. Cox's children.
Used to come across and play in there.
So
And he used to come across.
and play.
No. And then his servants used to come across in the afternoon and bring him his tea.
Right. So he used to sit here.
He used to come and watch his children play.
Right.
So Dr. Cox lived across the road, so we're assuming it's one of these old houses opposite. Oh, there's quite a few that look old here.
Yeah.
Could be one of them down there.
Could be any of them, couldn't it?
Just said opposite.
Yeah. Yeah, they're quite old houses. And you'd have to have a lot of money to have lived in one of these, wouldn't you? Well to do. Yeah. They're all nice. Limestone, aren't they? All that stone, that limestone, is what's been taken off the moor. They stopped it eventually, didn't they? Because it was, which we're going to be heading into. We're just walking through the town at the minute. We're heading to the town. Nice little church, isn't it? United Reformed Church. There's a plaque on the wall of that. Says the congregation was founded in 1889 by the Lancashire Congregational Union. Building opened in 1695. Memorial stone, laid in 1894 by Robert Mansearch, Esquire. Another church, Methodist church this time. This one looks like it was built in 1874, going into that stone. This is Alexander Brogden, September the 11th, 1874. The architect is a guy called Ernest Bates from Manchester. Yeah, it's all limestone, this. Going to OS map, it's something called Charnley Well. I need to have a look what it is and then we can tell. That's where we're heading to. Straight ahead, Hampsfell. I'm just cutting up through it woods now. Come on, Ruth. Looking down towards our side Knot, Silverdale. right hand side, I think you can see it's carport. See Ulverston there then, where that way. Weird, aren't we? Yeah. An ordnance survey bolt, weren't it? 360. We've now arrived at the top of Hampsfell, and it's called the Hospice on the summit. It was built in 1846 by the Vicar of Cartmel. Hampsfell Hospice has provided shelter for travellers ever since. The Hospice, as it's known, is about half an hour's walk from Grange-over-Sands. It has stunning views, 360, of the Old Man of Coniston, Helvellyn, the Langdales and Morecambe Bay, and on a good clear day you can see right down in towards Blackpool. It's definitely worth visiting if you get the chance. Right. I'm not the best when you're doing it with no hands. No. So we've got a sign here that's telling you what crags is what fells are what. They've all got a number on them. So what you do is, there's a piece of wood up here, and this piece of wood has got numbers marked on it. So if we go for 270, so I'll set it to 270. 270. Ulverston. So we now look down there, we're looking towards Ulverston. This bolt's for ordnance survey, it's for the That's looking down towards Ironside Knot, right in the distance, top left hand corner, just about near Inglebury. So after I walk up to the hospice, we made our way back now to what would be the Old Grange Lido. The Lido opened on the 18th of August 1932 and it was filled with seawater through a filtration system. The pool was unheated. The August bank holiday of 1932, over 6,000 people visited the pool in one day. It was that popular. Back in the day they also used to hold swimming competitions and beauty contests, but in the 80s the number of visitors started to drop and structural issues plus maintenance difficulties due to the flood damage in 1977 saw it close its doors in 1993. The Lido became Grade 2 listed in 2011. There are now plans to renovate the derelict Lido and they've been approved, so hopefully this piece of Victorian history will be preserved for the future generations. I think we're at the site of what used to be Clare House Pier. This lasted, well, it was built in 1890 and it survived until about the 1930s. But there isn't anything, you can't see anything, apparently due to shifting sands, and it's disappeared. Yeah, we were right. This is where the piers were. Bailey Lane was the centre access to the shore, and Bailey Lane Pier was built here by Morecambe Bay Steamboat Company.
That it says.
Remains of the structure can be seen jutting out of the sand, but according to the internet, they've disappeared, haven't they? It's nice that they've put plaques up just to tell you what we're here.
Yeah, there's a few dotted around, isn't
there? Yeah.
We're going to head to the railway station.
Yeah, we're going to head down to the railway station now, but we'll just take a look at this crossing keeper's cottage first. So this is Bailey Lane crossing. At one time it would have been controlled by that crossing keeper's cottage there. Grange-over-Sands station. So that stone building down there was the goods shed. That's still there. I think it's a garage that's got it now. But they used to have some camping coaches. We'll have to see if we can see where they would have been. If we can get, I don't know whether we will be able to. That's the old goods shed. Being used now as a garage. From the 50s. Right. So that was here from 1950. Right. Let's have a look, see whether we can see anything. They won't, obviously they're not there. But we can see where roughly there was. The picture that I've got, it shows them outside goods shed. Let's see. Right, we're at the side of the, what would have been a goods yard. Semaphore signal. And there used to be 2 camping coaches here. I think they were here from the 1950s until about the 70s.
I think they eventually went 4.
2 out of 4?
Four.
Shell thinks there were 4 there eventually. Well, obviously people would have come on their holidays here. At the time I would imagine Grange would have been a bustling seaside town. A bit busier than it is today. It keeps going overcast, doesn't it? It's still packed though, isn't it? Well, it's probably not helping with market being on. Well, that's about it for today's video. We hope you've enjoyed it, and please consider liking and subscribing to help the channel grow. Until next time, see ya.